best boy. Oh yeah, you are. It's you. You're the best boy. You say hello, 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 hello. To me you're looking for. Who's the best boy? You're the best boy. You're the best boy. And you got a big floofy floof. Some best boy needs a haircut. Hi and welcome back to the channel. Right away into an accent. Can't be stopped. Do I want you a little bit more that way? Maybe. Hi and welcome back to my channel. We are in the last stretch, folks. The last stretch of these throwback sketchbook flips. I have many more that I probably will never flip because they're like these. Some of these have been pretty not great, but those are like the bottom of the barrel, let me tell you. Not the things you want to share with the public audience at all. But anyway, we made it here. These sketchbooks that I'm gonna tour today are like 2018. They both actually, in flipping them, having not seen them in a long time, they both started like less than a week apart, and I think I went back and forth, then stuck with one, then went to the other one. So I've kind of toured some stuff around that time. I think that my Canson XL sketchbook, which was 2 sketchbook flips ago, I think that was like circa this time. So, and you'll see some similar things. And that one may have been my favorite sketchbook. Thought it was one of these, but having flipped now through all of them, I actually think that the best is already in the past. I mean, like, until there's better. I've actually just finished another sketchbook, and I'm trying to finish my first Strathmore mixed media because I've had trouble getting into it. I got really used to like cheaper mixed media paper, and I like it, I guess. It's very strange, but I don't know if I'm telling myself I like it because then I don't have to worry about using it and all those sorts of like weird feelings that you have with sketchbooks. But the Strathmore mixed media, like it's like the 400 series one. It feels too thick almost. Like I'm like, this is just the paper doesn't feel like the right paper to do what I want to do with it, which is just absolutely ridiculous. It is. It's like it handles stuff so well, but yeah. So I'm trying to finish that, but I also have my Nina Cosford sketchbook in the wings, and I have some other, like I have a new Jane Davenport sketchbook. I got the Artation sketchbook that I really want to use, and I also have my etchers that I haven't even like cracked. I have one that I keep like grabbing, and then I put it back, and then I'll grab it, and then I'll put it back. So the bottom line is I got to get through this, and then I think I'm gonna have like 2 to 3, which I don't usually do. I get pretty particular about sticking with one, but I think I'm gonna have 2 to 3 that handle different things differently. And then when I'm waiting for my watercolor to dry, which is like most of my life, I can work in the sketchier, like the Nina Cosford ink, pencil crayon, all that stuff sketchbook, and then I can go back and forth, and I can feel like a bit more productive in my creative time because it's such a small part of my time. Yeah, hi, by the way, I did it again. One of these days I'm gonna know to introduce myself. It's not natural for me to introduce myself. Number one, I hate saying my name. I don't know if you out there are like that. If you are, you're not alone. But my name is Tiffany. Welcome to my channel. Someone mentioned something where I should link my socials, and I'm so bad for linking my socials, but I go by Zen and Ingle. Zen and Giggles Art is my art Instagram. If you want to see more of what I'm doing lately, I do post there regularly. That's like all yammer. You know, I'm gonna be yammering. The sketchbooks I'm gonna flip today are, yes, they are 2 of my Mossery sketchbooks, and one is the mixed media, with the softer cover. One is the watercolor with the harder cover. I talk more about them as I'm flipping them, so I don't really feel like I need to go into them any more than that. But yeah, stay tuned if you are interested in seeing that. These are from the 2018 and 2019 period, so not too old at this point. And yeah, enjoy. Will I leave that face in? Probably not.
So this is the mixed media Mossery sketchbook. And yeah, I'm pretty sure like it basically followed directly from my mixed media sketchbook I toured in the last video, I think, 2 videos ago. So you can see playing a game of, oh, played that in 2019, a game of Shitface. That I think was kind of towards the end. Oh, there you go. What? So August 10th, it looks like 2018. Yeah, so I guess if you've never used a Mossery, their mixed media have, you know, quite a bit of texture for mixed media actually. It's kind of like somewhat bordering on watercolor. And just like for comparison purposes, this is a watercolor, and you can see there's a lot more texture. Compare those. So when you look at the mixed media, honestly, it looks like it's going to be watercolor, but it's actually the mixed media. Anyway, so yeah, you can see that carrying on from my last sketchbook, you can see the meeps here. So I've like started to give them the separate, like, not stick. So this is before I came to, I can't even talk, before the stick legs. I just find this sign hilarious. Like, yeah, you might drive off into the water here, so be careful. Totally, I was watching Roswell. I love Roswell, the original Roswell, and the new Roswell is actually pretty good too. But the original Roswell, which, if you don't know the original Roswell, can I just say that Stephanie Meyer totally stole the whole idea for Twilight from that show? Because it was totally like Twilight, but with aliens. Like, and better, quite frankly. But anyway, you can clearly tell that, yeah, I started this actually. That's too funny. This was right before I got my dog Finn, because I got him in August, on the 19th, I think, of August. So I clearly like started this page, and then almost immediately I was calling him Nugget. Oh yeah, questioning why meerkats stand on their legs. It's so I can see better. Also, I think there was some sort of a joke involved in that, but who knows. This is Dan Thompson. I don't even know. Who knows, right? Some doodly doodles, so you can see it. Yeah, I clearly wanted to start sketching the same way, but I just did not have the same energy. You could do it a value study here. It's just some doodling. Like, I mean, I think I always try to make it really unprecious at the start of a sketchbook, so I don't feel too nervous to continue. So you can see on the first page, I drew so many different kinds of things, so I was like not feeling compelled to have to do any particular thing. Back to more swatches. This is the Stuart Simple, the bigger watercolor palette. And here's a lot of swatches. Pastels palette. That's a good question. What pastels palette is that? Oh, it's like the cheapo, they flip out. They're good travel watercolors though. I actually do like that palette. I mean, I'm not like particular. I'll use cheap watercolors and be totally happy. I just love watercolor. Katie Rogers, Paper Fashion, she released a line of gouache, among other things. That's the gouache set, so there are 2. I think that's 1 and that's 2 probably. Cheez-Its. Oh, I was trying that thing where you do a bunch of watercolor swatches or those like splotches and then you draw something in. Interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, look, another really horrible hand. Time is a rubber band. So true. That's a quote from something. And here is the first, I think this might be the first iteration of a hairy meep when I just took it super simple. That's too great. It's a bunch of faces. Cutie. Another cutie. Tough break. Who doesn't love fennec foxes? Baby Yoda. I drew this loris and I thought it looked like Uncle Fester, so I called him Fester Loris. Clearly we've already gotten to Christmas-ish time, so in a few pages, right? I wasn't using this one as much as some others. And I think I was trying to think of ideas for making my own paper, potentially. Some simplification drawings here. This guy's funny. Again, that's, I feel like pretty certain that's a quote, but it's also very glittery and dope. Just get in my brain and make me feel different. That's a quote. No idea what it's from though. This guy. Figment. He's a little figment of your imagination. You look good wearing my future. That is a quote from Some Kind of Wonderful. Make it rain, drop it like it's hot. There's a meep. Yeah, okay, so here was me designing wrapping paper. And what I ended up doing was just using craft paper and then painting the little like to from. And I did a lot. I did so many of those. I spent so much time. That was like the first real thing I did with this guy. Also, I'm sorry, him as a nutcracker is incredibly cute. There's a lot of little otters in here. Another meep doing something different with the eyes that did not stick. Yeah, this is like listen to the wind. This is about as the first, yeah, oh, this is the turn of the I was about to say the turn of the century. Yeah, the turn of the year. So I guess this is when we're going into 2020. We have no idea what lays ahead. So naive, hopeful. Life is too short. Do what pleases you while you can. Just trying to work out what pleases me. That's also a quote. Do you reckon I'm going to remember it? Yeah. Me trying to develop more character traits of this guy so that I can then take him into stories and have a better idea of who he is and what he does. Random sloth down here. Also, this is me planning out my living room. I really have an obsession with stars, and you can see this is when there was the wildfires of 2020, and I was thinking about doing something for that, and other things kind of end up taking over. Glitter pen. More kangaroos. Then I think I started doing a lot of like faces, maybe. She's really cute. Yeah, see, I got OCD again. Let's draw faces with stars. I wished for you too. Oh my god. That is like the saddest line. Oh, it's from Practical Magic, Aiden Quinn. And she's like, you're only here because it's a spell. I wished for you. And then he's like, I wished for you too. Penny Can, Cougar Town. hilarious show if you can like ignore some of the, you know, there's always problematic things with pretty much anything from before a certain time and even after. But yeah, it's funny. These are cute mouths. Oh, they're cutie. Yeah, this one's definitely a lot more doodly and like laid back, I would say. Nay, mother effers. Like, you know, just totally okay with doodling stuff and not making it perfect. And putting a game in here, like this game, where you have to make 4 or higher letter words that include the center one, and there's a word that includes all of them. And my sister and I play this game together all the time. It's from the Sun in the UK. And then these are swatches from, this is the, I think it's like a C palette of some sort from Prima watercolors. Yeah. And that is another one. Don't ask me which one. But I honestly like those. I like those watercolors. They're not bad. And they're nice palettes. I do have a problem with watercolors also. I'm sorry. This is cute little fish. Slightly gory. This, I can tell you what this is. This is, so way back here when I was talking about Katie Rogers' gouache, this is another product. She's really well known for adding glitter and stuff to her dancers. And so this is her like liquid metal kind of stuff. And that's the cream one. Actually, I have it over here, but I'm attached, so I can't go get it. Those are swatches again, but I'm not entirely sure what those are. No, not sure. It's me drawing my plant. She has had some ups and downs since then. She's still with me, but definitely not that leafy. I am alone read. That is also a quote. I am alone read. I am alone read. I am alone read. Ah, you've got mail. Greg, come here. Cute. Another one. This is, well, that looks like a stoat actually. And there's another one. So these are those are some of the glittery Poscas I got, I guess, which you can see. But then these are the Artistico, like little fine liners, which in the event that you're curious, Jane Davenport released recently, she calls hers pinpoint paint pens. They're very similar. Like, oh, I think they must be made by the same manufacturer, the same process. I think this might have been Inktober, you know? Don't ask me why, but this guy reminds me that it might have been Inktober. And I, in a chart twisted once was like, when did you paint pencil for Inktober? I don't know. Yeah. I was following so many lists. Like, I think this is like a, oh my gosh, that's so bad. Not Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but Matthew McConaughey, Brett, Ben Affleck. Oh my god, that's so bad. Dazed and Confused. And then a bull, so I'm not, and then I think maybe the ginkgo might have also had something to do with it. Let's see if there is a list at the start. Let's see what I do. I don't think I saw one. Anyway, some other ones. That's the book from, it's like the Book of the Dead, I think. Well, it's from The Evil Dead is one of the many movies that it's in, but that's obviously the guy from The Neverending Story, but I just really don't get this list at all. Clockwork Orange. And that's obviously supposed to be a Ziggy Stardust reference. But, yeah, I don't really know. I see a shake, I immediately am thinking Pulp Fiction, but I don't think that's the case. I think here I'm using the Jane Davenport layer cakes though. So that's like, must be when they first got released. Let's see what this is. Javan Tiger, Samurai Sword, Sandworm. So that's obviously a reference. I think maybe the reference is Jolly Rogers. I don't even know. And then we got a VHS tape here and a moth. That might be it. Maybe that's a Ring reference maybe. And then this is obviously Sandworm is from Beetlejuice. Got some more. Oh yeah, so these are gouache I made with Jane Davenport Incredible Inks and then white gouache. And this is I think that's possibly my Arteza gouache. Looks kind of like it, I think. And I just put the gouache full strength and then watered it down so I could see what it would look like. Yeah, so this is a bunch of different prompts together. Obviously that's from Little Shop of Horrors. That's from Rocky Horror Picture Show. That is from The Big Lebowski, I'm not sure. Hannibal Lecter. And that's, oh my god, what's the Cure, but I'm not sure if it's the song that was about or not. We have a pirate, a samurai sword, some sort of a fish, a typewriter, maybe that's a Shining reference, I'm not sure. Get your act together. Alright, we got Jason, let's say, Fight Club. That was actually from another movie, Boondock Saints maybe. This guy is from, oh my gosh, there are way too many references. Maple syrup, like, I don't know, that could be about Super Troopers or absolutely not about Super Troopers. I'm sure that has a reference. And there's a meat holding the chainsaw. Bill and Ted, Taxi Driver, don't know the rest, but there's got to be some significance. And I'm gonna guess The Life Aquatic. Oh, he's so cute. He is from The Labyrinth. And once again, I have no idea. So yeah, that's that. And I think I finished this guy, like I said, yeah, it's sometime in 2019 anyway. So that's the mixed media one. And it's for time for this one. Let's try it. I think this one's fast. So yeah, this is the watercolor one. It's from my grandma when she passed, which was 2019 or 2018. Oh my gosh, time is a rubber band. I definitely have stuck on all of my, these are the Peter Paul Rubens, the glitter watercolor. It's like the long pink palette. And yeah, you can see I started this actually exact same time. I wasn't sure. I think I started this one, you can see I did earlier, 4 days earlier, and then I thought I didn't want to do watercolor paper because it was too textured. So I switched to I think I went back and forth, but then I stayed in one. So you can see the meep. This is like a weird in-between stage that I think is in very few places, but here, and you can see again, I did a very similar first page. And the reason was the same, if you do a bunch of weird different stuff, then you don't feel like you have to do anything particular. Like, it's an incredibly similar, random animal, random stuff. So very similar to the style, the reasoning behind it. I don't do stupid shit. Okay. I think he's cute with, you see the glitter or the gold there? I think he's cute with striped legs. What if I just fade away? Oh, him's cute. But why? Look at all this transfer. have to tell people how you feel when you feel it. That's also a quote. Cat or dog? Oh, that was about Finn because it looks so cute sleeping. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. What that movie is, it's about someone talking to a young person, I think. I Like Dark, that's also from a movie. There's my little Nuglet. It's the first time I drew him when he was a wee little feller. So some more gold here. When I first got my dog, the breeder said that she wasn't sure he was a Finn because she thought he was more, and this is the word she used, debonair, and that Finn did not have the appropriate amount of debonair. And I said I thought he was more of an adventurer, and that's why I thought Finnegan worked. And that's where this comes from. And also 100% he's an adventurer. Let me just say, he is no debonair dog. That is like very similar. I think I had like a reference, like I was kind of working off of like an idea. So, because you recognize him from the other one too. Frames can't catch you when you're moving like that. That's a Jack Johnson quote. There's another one that's a lot more accurate, I think, to him. We got some former Meeps. Who is, just say, oh girl. Yeah, this is a bit more kind of like the style I was working. So I feel like I definitely worked in this before the other one, ultimately. Looking in all the wrong places for love, I guess. Forever looking for that one thing. I think that's also a quote. Me playing around with these guys again. Guys, a great nose. Who am I really? They're so cute. And here they are, yeah, starting to transform. So I thought, are they wings? No. Then they have these little hands. I mean, how cute. And you can see if you watched my second flip, these are obviously little sketches from the prompts I did for that. So I think it was an Inktober or some kind of prompt, but there's the old cell phone and the rocket and the moon and the shovel and the windmill. So those are all there. But yeah, still not sure. And then I finally arrive at this guy, and I think again, yeah, you can see telescope, all those same things. Look at this glitter. So much glitter. That's actually really pretty, whatever that is. I need you to know that I like you, Peter Kaminsky, and not in a fake way. Yeah, I watched that. Robot, computer, fitness tracker, camera, coffee machine, greyhound. Okay, so those I think are possibly prompts. These are swatches from something. They're not glittery, so I have no idea. That's the Inktense palette. So like the actual palette, and it's number 1. Oh, whatever that glitter is, I'm really digging it. I was really obsessed, actually. You know what? I bet I can say what this part is. And maybe I mixed that. There's this really amazing ink. I'm going to remember what it is right after I do this. It's a French company, and it's a coral color, and it's like my favorite color. I think that's this one, and then I think this is another one I got because I love that one. I really love ink. So yeah, these were some other prompts. And the plane. And the robot. And I think the old camera, the old computer, coffee. But you know, this is like, trying to see if I can figure out what it was. Maybe fitness tracker. Like he's his little fitness tracker. Yeah. Oh, that was my profile pic on my, when I finally made an art Instagram, because I was like, maybe I should not spam all these people who follow me for other random reasons with a bunch of art. And yeah, that was the first thing I posted. So yeah, this is going forward after that, I guess. And there's the fountain pen. So yeah, and those are my performance shoes, I think, that I came up with. This is pretty cute. Conservatory or observatory, and I think we saw skyscraper was one. So yeah, these are all definitely all with prompts. This was fun. I got a witch. This guy appears to be attacking with a rock. That's not very nice. And that's, he has a key on his tail and he's helping him. I think that must have been one of the prompts too. Okay, yeah, well that one is book. Anyway, Mothman. He's sitting in an apple. He's doing space travel. Oh, here we go, yeah. This guy leisurely camping. Wow, this guy's in his lab. And this guy's in the haunted mountains. And these are definitely all prompts. I just cannot recall. So that's funny. I followed another prompt list with Meeps, but the hairy Meeps. Jukebox, haunted jukebox. Right, this guy's cute. Here's some more rocket guys with glitter. We got ourselves a Batman here. Yeah, that's what it is. He's in an upside down world. Ooh, spooky. Not a lot of flipping back and forth here, unlike the previous ones. Let's just say the hardest something are made of feathers and the eyes just sort of float. I was making a comment about that. It's got some fellas here. Him's cute. Oh, interesting. Ah, that was a prompt. Don't remember. It's like a wolf man. He's riding. I really wish I knew what these prompts were. They're doing a seance. Pumpkin tonic. That must have been them. The prompt was probably tonic. It's a love letter. Some of them you can guess. Like obviously that's Frankenstein, I guess. What this is, I have no idea. Eternally suspicious. Swamp Thing, maybe? He's trying to calm him down. And I must have been watching something. So this is a map of some sort. This is a map all the way through everything we just did. I guess. I should write sure thing in this about. I should write something in this about destiny. No idea. Don't look at me. I don't get it either. Some parts are still a bit fuzzy, but overall, no way, I still don't get it. That could be from a movie or just my own thoughts. Quokka. I think those are probably swatches of some sort, but also glitter. Clearly did something here I didn't like and said, whatever. Pretty much after I got my septum pierced, I put them on everyone. Like, Anne Driver does not have a septum piercing. I just got myself in a lie. It's Windsor Castle. So this could be after I visited my sister when she was living in Windsor, maybe. I just thought that was the face he made. Unconnected thoughts. But look, I was like, maybe they can be pink too, and I honestly think they're kind of cute pink. So, got lots of glitter in here. So interesting. Lots of him's cute. Oh, and he's yellow, doing a tree pose. do like them, and there is magic in the moon. I do like them pink though. I think that's a Loch Ness monster there, and a pants man. That was after, yeah, I think I took a picture of Windsor Castle, and then I drew that of the armor I saw. He's actually kind of cute, like with a mouth, I have to say. Also YMCA. That guy's creepy. Snowman. Why not, right? Surely no mates. Yes, I was watching Sherlock Holmes. Do I scare you? Yeah. Please stop. We have He Never Stopped Believing in Magic. Now that must be a reference. Domingo. Oh man. That might be after I went to Mexico and I might have had a cabaret. I might have had a camel ride on a camel named Domingo. I'm actually thinking that's exactly correct, and I did draw this in Mexico. The one single person in the world who fills your heart with joy. Fills you with joy. Now that's another movie quote, another rom-com. Like, oh yeah, sure, the one single person, no big deal, easy to find. And then the other person's like, well, that's not what you need to look for. But they're romantic. It's gonna come to me. Yeah. So yeah, that's when I went to Cabo 2018, and oh my god, I just love manta rays so much. But look, is that glitter? It's a pretty glitter there. Finger painting. Who doesn't love some good finger painting? End of 2018 here. So yeah, this one I definitely finished, and then I went to the other one. Now I'm sure of it. That's a really cute piggy bank that I found a reference of. That's a very scary face. Ebbity Bibbity, Finny from the Block. That he was wearing his hoodie. He was wearing a blue sweater, and then the hood fell on, and he looked like Eminem from 8 Mile. But that was a J-Lo reference, obviously. Giddy Up. It's another Dick maybe. He is smashing this computer with a mallet, and he's green now. Thinking about that devil toad. Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference. Don't know. Namaste. Snitches. This is kind of like a throwback. If you saw my first, I think, flip, I did something kind of similar to that. They're an Elfie. This is my go-to self-advice. Just act natural. Just act natural. Let's see what I got here. That's cute. You know, just random stuff. Like, here's a seagull, and there appears to be some sort of an octopus or something attached. And we have a pink meep riding him. Boat head. And here's the end. Until tomorrow. And oh my god, I should cover these guys. Look at this dress. We used to get dressed as twins, me and my sister. And there's my mom, isn't she beautiful? Oh, and that's when I found it in Madison Square Garden. Ooh, important keepsakes there. Yeah, the end.
I feel like that tour, those tours, which I filmed on a different day, the energy was like not the best. I think the problem was, number one, I always speak really quietly because I share a house. Not my apartment is mine only, but I share a house with other people, and I'm still like a little shy of. I'm okay with total strangers watching this, but like I don't want people that I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. I should just own it. I know. Anyway, but that day in particular, I think I was like kind of trying to keep my voice down. And as soon as you want to keep your voice down because you don't want to be heard, immediately you're like less fun of a person. Honestly, it's a weird thing. I think it must be some sort of like your mental check on everything you say becomes super strong. So then your creativity is totally stifled because you're not speaking casually normally, that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that tour, those tours. Hopefully they weren't too lame. Well, we're working on it. We're working on less lame. It just got a lot cloudier. There is definitely snow happening. If you happen to see my last sketchbook video, it was too sunny and now it's too cloudy. So that's Toronto for you, Toronto weather. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you stuck it out, if you like that, I will put a card at the end with all the others. This is now the 4th installment, and it's like all I've done thus far. So you know, I have a couple newbies. I have a couple good new guys that have been finished in the last year that I can flip. And then yeah, we'll see what happens after that. So thanks for watching. If you are interested in that, I'll link it. And if you're interested in the future of this, then you could subscribe and like the video. That'd be cool. Like, no pressure at all. I am here no matter what. And yeah, stay tuned because there's more goodness to come. I shall be flipping other things, and then maybe a table that's a dream, not joking. Setting it fully and then flipping it. But the problem is that I don't want to waste all this stuff. But you want to hear the smash. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard one to, as a person who wants less waste, but wants to destroy stuff. You have to think about that. You needn't worry. I shan't leave you again today. However, I shall leave you tomorrow. I have to grocery shop, so. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Why do I always sing? I got a problem with singing.